So if you made it to this part of the lesson, that means you are successfully following the instructions that I left. You were supposed to work on AM first for 20 minutes, and now you're supposed to watch this video. Part of this video will help you to answer the first few questions on your worksheet, and when you finish answering the rest of the questions, then you will put them into Schoology, and then your work will be finished for today. You've got to make sure that you have all your zeros made up for the week, and make sure you have at least 3 AM objectives. If you already have 3, keep working, and then you can go ahead and get ahead for next week. But today we're going to talk about comparing functions, and specifically we're going to look at functions that are represented in different ways. We've done this before. We did it last semester, so today is a review of what you have already done. So it says, read each situation and then answer the questions by analyzing and comparing the different linear situations. And the first one we're going to talk about is about the Metropolis Zoo, which recently celebrated the birth of 2 new baby pandas. So we're looking at the baby panda named Mochi, and it says Mochi the panda cub has been measured and weighed each week since it was born. So at 0 weeks when it was born, it was 1 pound. At 1 week, it was 5 pounds. At 2 weeks, it was 9 pounds, and at 3 weeks, it was 13 pounds. Now, Mochi's brother is Kappa, and his weight has been charted on the graph. So we can look at the graph, and if we look here, this is 0, and 0 is on this point right here, which is between 0 and 4, which is about 2. And then this is at 1 week. At 1 week, the panda was about, I would say, 5 pounds. And then at 2 weeks, the panda was 8 pounds. At 3 weeks, the panda was about 11 pounds. And at 4 weeks, the panda was 14 pounds. So we can do all that from looking at the graph and comparing it to the table for Mochi. So the first question says, which panda was heavier when they were born? So we have to look here, because this is when the panda was born, and this is when the other panda was born. So at 0 weeks, this panda weighed 1 pound, and at 0 weeks, this panda weighed 2 pounds. So since this is 2 pounds, and this panda was heavier, your answer would be Kappa for the first question. Which panda is growing faster? So now, if we want to know about the growth rate, we have to find the rate of change. So we have to look at the difference between weeks. So I'm going to erase this. I'm going to say from week 0 to week 1, this panda put on 4 pounds. From this week to this week, another 4 pounds. And from this week to this week, another 4 pounds. So each week the panda grew by 4 pounds. Now we need to look at the table. So from week 0 to week 1, we went from 2 pounds here all the way up to 5 pounds. So that was a 3 pound increase. From week 1 to week 2, we started with 5 and then we went to 8. So that was a 3 pound increase. At week 2 to week 3, we went from 8 to 11 pounds, which is a 3 pound increase. And since it's a straight line, we know that it's going to continue to increase by 3 pounds every single week. So therefore, Kappa increased by 3 pounds a week, and Mochi increased by 4 pounds a week. So that means Mochi is growing faster. So the first answer was Kappa, and the second is Mochi. We have one more question to answer. It says, which panda will weigh more at 5 weeks? So we have to continue our graph. So we need to look at 4 and at 5. So if we're increasing by 4 each time, 13 plus 4 is 17. And if we increase by 4 more, 17 plus 4 is 21. So at 5 weeks, Mochi will weigh 21 pounds. And on this one, we can continue our line. So at 5 weeks, I went from 14 pounds up to 17 pounds. So 17 pounds at 5 weeks, and Mochi is 21 pounds. So the panda that will weigh more at 5 weeks is going to be Mochi. So now I expect you to finish all the answers for number 2, 3, and 4. You need to work independently, and you need to make sure you put all your questions in Schoology, because this assignment closes at 3 o'clock today, and it will not be opened back up. So if you don't put your answers in, you get a 0 for classwork today. If you have any questions, you can send me a message, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. Y'all have a great day, and be awesome for Miss Cook. Thank you. Bye-bye.